Okay, that is looking good. Let me just lower it very slightly on the console side. Mic's looking good. And welcome back to Death Stranding 2. We're going to be continuing from where we left off the other day. I might also get some blood bags while I'm at it. Our intention is to take the order from West Fort Nada and to head over to the Northern Observatory. Where are my glasses? I might need those. I'm already kind of feeling sleepy because it's been a few busy days these days. Luckily, I was able to start a bit early because otherwise, if I'd started at my normal time, normal time these days, I'll probably end up playing this game till 1 a.m., which is not ideal when you have work tomorrow in the morning. But yeah, we're gonna take. I'm gonna get the pickup truck from the DSV Magdalene, head all the way from West Fort Knot, use the roads as much as we can. There are a couple of places that we kind of need to build. Clear out this base, and this is our point of interest where we're going. But I'm going to clear out the base, get all the materials I can from here, and go back and restore as much of this road as I can possibly. It's unlikely we'll get all the materials we need for this, especially since you can need a ton of them, right? 1,600 metals, 1,280 ceramics. Chiral crystals, probably okay. I see that a lot of people have contributed. It's just that it's not enough. We need to do the bulk of that by ourselves or for a bit. Your lost cargo was returned. I didn't realize I had even lost any cargo.
Heat levels tolerably tolerable.
Leech. The leech actually returned my lost cargo. I shouldn't be putting down more structures and signs. I feel like I've not been contributing too much to the community, except when just sharing cargo. Let's bring out our very olive and orange pickup truck here. Because it'll be a large order and we're gonna go a pretty long distance. Can probably store some of this stuff in there, right? Floating carrier, PCC, climbing anchor, ladders. Here, just put them in the offloader. Make it a bit light for Sam. 30 kgs is perfectly fine. Now, I'm just really curious as to how the sound effects of this game were done. Like all the interaction sounds, right? The sounds for the signs, the sounds for when you get on the vehicle. Like even the sound of you walking with your battle skeleton. Deliver and report. I can... Oh, right. This must be some lost cargo. Yeah, we have quite a lot of stuff. Which is why we're gonna take the off-roader. And I'll replace the Electrobite with the Koaka. I feel like that's a better use for it right there. And maybe let's recycle the solar generator and fabricate a smaller generator. It might be possible for me to add in a spare ammo container. In there? No, it's a little too big. But maybe an extra grenade pouch? Do I really want an extra grenade pouch? Technically speaking, it's the only thing I can put in there now. I will leave it like this for now. It's okay. Anything that I can use... 100. Okay. Projectile predictor. I'll have that set for now.
Order accepted. Thank you.
What weapons do I have on me? The trank sniper rifle, the bowler gun, the sticky gun, the SL trank handgun. All good weapons considered. Maybe I should pick up the mace or handgun as well. I don't really need it with the SL trank gun. Oh, we're getting a gate quake. I don't think gate quakes affect you too much though.
Sam, Tarman here. A short while ago, the tar currents became incredibly unstable. It's gotten so bad that the DHV Magellan can't travel safely. We're still looking into what might have caused this, and we'll be in touch the second we know more.
I'm guessing that's their way of basically saying that, hey, you can't use the Magellan to fast travel to a closer point with the cargo. So I can kind of see that the monorails are functioning quite a bit more now since we put those up. I'm not too worried. We have a good path to that location, but I'm not familiar with the bandit camp in that area. Midnight Messiah. Yeah, I might be a little too tired today, because without my glasses I can just barely make out the text. If we connect the route up there, we will have a easier path to follow along this axis. But for now, we don't quite have the materials to rebuild the entire place. So we're taking a bit of a detour. Like even this bridge needs a bit of a repair. Do I have enough chiralium to do so? It's a very useful bridge, so... Oh, more than enough. Emergency support. Yeah, to be honest, I have not been really involved in the building aspect of this game too much. I really haven't used my PCCs to build structures for anything other than side quests required stuff. Mainly because we're playing like so late into the game's life cycle. And not on release, there's so many useful player structures that I kind of don't need to use them, all things considered. Yeah, and now we can connect back to the road from up here, which we have repaired. Oh, a new song. Woods by Magnolian.
Please take measures to withstand the heat.
Impossible, I know.
Interesting place to give you a song, though, considering that
So
we're about to enter enemy territory.
I'm looking for a sign.
Trouble nearby.
Let me adjust my A pass here. And let's get rid of the sharing upgrade and get the long range scanner. Doesn't really give me too much of a view of the entire place though. There's nowhere there's only like 3 enemies in this base. I refuse to believe that. That's my sniper rifle. I wonder if they haven't spawned in. Feels kind of weird. Yeah, for this stream, our main objective will be to go through that base. I wonder if it's because it's the middle of the night that nobody's actually popping in. There's a piece of cargo over here.
Okay.
A bit of an odd place for this to spawn at.
Impossible, I know. But I can feel it in my soul. I'm looking for a sign that you were here. I leave it all behind and disappear.
Okay, this ought to be a good enough distance. Oh, pretty nice soundtrack. Unfortunately, I'm a little too focused on the bandit base to try and figure this place out entirely. I'm just kind of surprised that there's like barely any enemies around here. $135 meters. I have a good shot at this guy. He was wearing armor. Oh, I see the other guys moving over there. Oh, they're actually driving over here. Okay. This might be a bit bad. Realizing it's also daytime, so they're just probably waking up. Not the best way to approach this. There were two enemies there. I didn't even realize. I kind of lost the alert. Yeah, the sniper rifle is just making things a lot easier than expected here.
Get out of my way.
Get out of my way, huh? Those guys are still driving around, and one of them is alerted. I see another guy over there, but probably can't tag him. No, I can't tag him. If you can get to the top of the base, we'll have a better view of everything. At this point, a lot of this operation has pretty much just gone combat-wise, and not too stealthy. Whoa, the currents are really strong. Yeah, these two are just on that vehicle. They are not going back to ordinary positions. But as we expected, there are like a bunch of materials around here. It's a pretty big base too, all things considered. And a very open one. And I'm wondering if they'd ever stop driving and just go back into the base here. Seems like they might. Oh, what are they doing? A bit of a circling around. Yeah, trying to get rid of those two might be a bit of a challenge. There's another enemy down here too. Should have built a PCC or something here, right? One more enemy way over there, and I'm guessing there's this person. This container repair spray might be an enemy as well. might have had a bit of an easier time if we didn't alert the guy at the beginning. I'm still having a bit of trouble realizing when they're wearing head armor. Yeah, these guys are actually pretty well armored, all things considered. But we have the advantage of range. Where's Mr. Cargo Container Repair Spring? Yeah. I'm not entirely sure if it's just a package down here or an enemy. He's not moving. So it might just be a package. Yeah, it is just a package. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies to take care of. Not in a good position. Mainly because I kind of alerted them at the start. Thankfully, they do seem to have gotten off their vehicle, though I think one of them might be glitched here. I'll need to be very strategic with what I'm doing here, because they are in a position where they can potentially see each other. There was another guy around here too. Although I'm not seeing him at the moment. And do I just take a shot? I missed. Oh wait, he's wearing armor, that's why. Yeah, one problem that I still have is I can't quite tell when they're wearing armor or not. One more bullet. Oh, he's very heavily armored. Oh, wow, okay. He moved right... Wait, I have more bullets? He's very heavily armored there. Never mind. This fellow, I mean. He has a black helmet or something. Yeah, I'm taking down this entire base with just a sniper rifle. I keep missing, but we had enough armor to kind of take care of them. Oh wait, one more over there. This was the guy I was actually looking for before. I was like, they are in a position where if I shoot one and knock one out, the other guy would notice. Although the AI in this game is kind of janky because they're getting stuck on everything. It might be because these guys are in a bit of an awkward position, so the pathing is completely off. If that's the case, I might just be able to sneak up behind them without too much of a consequence. And whatever materials we pick up in this base, we can contribute to building the road that is nearby. Did I get seen? Oh, he got unstuck. Oh, wait. He's waking them all up. Okay, not ideal. There we go. Entire base neutralized. I got lucky because I had the extra ammo pack on me. So we could just take care of them with the sniper rifle. But that was combat. That was less stealth than just combat. I'll need to figure out a way to deal with this base without relying on the sniper rifle too much, because I don't like actually shooting people in this game. I'd rather just do it by sneaking up behind them. Sam, what are you doing? There we go. I will come back to take your entire stock in a second, guys. And you've stored quite a bit in all the buildings and everything, because I see materials right up there as well. Extra large residence, which we do need to contribute to our facilities, to our roads. Good soundtrack, but I'm probably gonna get DMCA'd on Twitch. Surprisingly, I noticed that the YouTube feed it does have a copyright claim, but it's like the owners have given you permission to use this. Calm down, Sam. We need to cross the river. The very fast-moving river. Yeah, we'll head back to our own pickup truck, take it, and then just plunder the entire bandit base of materials. And we'll return as many materials as we can to the roads here.
The creature carried on without her fear into
Let's put all the stuff in the back so that it's light on, Sam. I'm not entirely sure if I even have enough space to put each and everything that we're going to pick up in the base onto the pickup rotor, because I think it's already like, yeah, 50% full. It's also going to be a bit tricky to cross this river with the pickup truck, since the speed of the river is a bit higher than normal. If it was a less violent river, we could have crossed over considerably easier. There's a road builder here too. Hey, can I see that on my map? I can see it on my map. Metals, ceramics, chiral crystals. I have enough crystals, but not the ceramics and everything. Might just have enough if we plunder everything over here, but then we will not have enough to build the bridges over here, build the roads over here, which was one of my intentions when I went into the base. We could have completely avoided these guys too. But at this point, it feels like the game is sort of directing me towards the enemies rather than away from them, because it is beneficial to get these materials so that we can link up the rest of Australia. Yeah, even the pickup off-roader is slowly being sent downstream. It's a very strong current right there. Bit of an interesting place where you place your post box in, Mr. Bandits. Soft tissues, blood bag, floating carrier. Not too many materials, all things considered. Okay, let me also adjust my scanner here, since I'm not using the long distance one now. I will switch off the long distance scanner. Oh right, I can't change it because I'm outside the chiral crystal network, and that's okay. I'll change it when next I get to a point. Yeah, resin's not required for roads, but we'll take it. Resins are required instead for monorails, which we are also building. I think after connecting this story point, I'll probably be spending some time just making sure the roads are back up and running, so that we have a bit of an easier time just navigating the place. I'll take your weapon, good sir. You all don't need weapons. Weapons are to be used against humans, not ghosts. There was another piece of cargo here, a fleshy animal. And there's a bunch of metals in there too. I think I'll just take the pickup over here. Crystal. Very slow turning on the tar. Metals, we will gladly take those.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Yeah, a lot of this game just devolves into collecting stuff if you are... Well, if you're doing the side quest, right? I think I'm already like, what? I have 68... Wow, okay. I have 68 hours in this game, but that's across 2 playthroughs. The first playthrough I stopped midway, so keep that in mind. I think for this playthrough, if I look at my save file, it might be 40 hours, right? Yeah, it's 45 hours. And I am playing it very slow by just doing everything, building everything as we go along. It is entirely possible for you to actually finish the game in 40 hours. It's just that since I've been doing everything, it's taking way longer. A lot of people have actually told me it's better to do the story stuff quickly too, just because you unlock a lot more equipment that makes things easier, considerably easier. But there's just a part of my brain that's not satisfied doing it this way. I have to complete things as we go along as much as I can, right? I'm not sticking to everything, all things considered, but I try to finish stuff as we go along. There's a trank grenade launcher? That's a new one. There's another hacking station over here. And we do have the couple of items over there. Yeah. Not a couple, quite a bit. Brazilian waste. Fluffy animal plushie. thankfully, most of this stuff is small or medium, because if it was large or extra large, we'll be running out of space on our pickup. I'll take that, thank you.
Right. Gotta load cargo onto the shelf in the back.
Yes, and that's what we gotta do, Sam, but you don't need to remind me each and every time I play the game. Oh, sorry. Even though I'm kind of plundering your base, my intention is not to leave it in ruins. Look, to be fair, it kind of already is in ruins. Special alloys, ceramics. Okay, now we're getting to the heavier stuff. Yeah, these are all large packages or extra large packages. We do need the ceramics. That's a key ingredient in building up the roads. So I see another post box over there. Wait, no, that's the one I already accessed. Never mind. A large base like this, I feel like there might be an extra post box where they're hiding stuff. To the pickup you go. We'll keep Sam's load light as much as possible. Conserve his stamina. Cell sample. A crystal. I was sure there was another. Oh, yeah, I see the material is up there. I'm kind of surprised that there isn't a third. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah. Considering the size of this base, the larger bandit bases always seem to have a third mule post box hidden somewhere. It's actually off camp.
Gotta stretch my legs.
And that might be possibly where the more rarer stuff is being contained as well. These poor bandits will wake up to find that their entire base has been plundered. Don't feel too bad for them. A lot of this stuff actually does not belong to them either. It's all stolen cargo that we're recovering. I mean, you can kind of see even the name of the original owner over here in the animal shelter. No, you aren't. Wait a minute, where are you? There we go. A fragile package. Right, we'll hit that last post box that's been hidden from us and then head on to our story point. 89% of my cargo is full. It's almost full. If that post box contains extra large stuff, it's unlikely that I'll be able to put them all into the offloader. Which I guess is totally fine. It takes a while for the bandits to recover, so I can always just ride back here and get the rest of the cargo before they wake up. Now, yeah, if you're wondering, I didn't actually kill them. I was using tranquilizer rounds. Sam does not kill. Oh, security sensor for the animal shelter. Not two materials now that I think about it. But that ought to be everything we can find from this base. Thankfully, because I have the long-range sensor, I can pretty much just scan the entire base without going too far. We have confiscated all the stolen items. Let's deliver as much as we can from those materials we got to this road paver over here. I'll very likely need even more materials because the roads usually require quite a bit of materials. Wow, yeah. 2,800 ceramics, 2,750 metal. Definitely a bit of a side quest to restore these. I'll give you 500 ceramics because I kind of need some for myself. For the moment, we'll collect more and come back and fix this road. Hopefully, once I connect the chiral network, other players' contributions will count, and it might even fix the road entirely. Your materials have assisted greatly in the restoration of a US Highway 0210. Okay, our travel point is over there. Now we just need to find a road that the pickup can go to. I do see a river here. Oh, let's be careful. We do have a few fragile cargo on this. And why does that statue look vaguely human? It might be a human statue. What are the chances that place is infested with spirits, BTs? Yellow. Okay, yeah, we can probably just cross. I don't think the current is too strong, but yellow is enough for the pickup to cross. There's another road builder over here too. Oh, there are two road builders here. How much do you require? Wait, earthquake. I better slow down. Hopefully nothing's gonna fall on me from any of the slopes over here. There we go. Yeah, it hasn't... I feel like the earthquakes in the game are very scripted. There have been a couple of occasions where I've been near some mountainous areas where the rubble from the mountain has come collapsing down. But it has generally been safe. 500, 1,000, 1,520. Yep. A lot of materials required. Let us connect the observatory first before we attempt to reconnect the roads. I might even do it off screen because just running around the map, hitting the bandit camps and mining isn't exactly the most interesting thing to watch. Well, maybe me fumbling the bandit camps might be interesting. Mining, not so much.
Good evening, sailors. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, sailors.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Mike Northcote, because he's at the Northern Observatory. You missed the Higgs mobile already? Well, you're actually seeing my one right now. The olive and the bridge is orange. I'll probably get a lot of combat for this because I just used the sniper rifle entirely through that ordeal.
Then does that mean you carried this hefty delivery all the way from West Fort Knott? Way to make an entrance. We welcome you with open arms. Now let's get this cargo of yours processed.
Well, to be honest, it was the pickup that did the heavy lifting, less me.
Amazing. You handled this delivery with the utmost care. Great work.
We'll show the world the hope in your reign. And we got Woods by Magnolia as well, which is a good track. I'll probably add that to the music player.
I hope you'll continue to support us in the days ahead. All right. can you connect your Cupid to our facility?
You know, I completely forgot to use the new hologram grenades. I feel like I was intended to use them on that base, considering how they were very angled about. But I just silence Tranquilizer Sniper through the whole base. New strand established. There's that little area to the top left that we haven't found. I know where the prepper location is, but I don't know quite how. Quite how to access them. Also, yes, thank you for the follow, Ro. Hey, Savvy? Ro has Savvy. Where's my alerts? Good question. I've been keeping them quiet for a bit. The hologram grenade. It's actually the equipment that you get before you come to this area. You get two pieces of equipment before you come here. One is the pickup off-roader, which we are using, and the other is the hologram grenade. And I feel like that bandit base that we went through would be the perfect place to get those, use those tools, right? To learn them, because it was angled in such a way you kind of needed to distract them with something, though I alerted them by just using the sniper rifle. There's so much left in this game. And I was just saying that I've already kind of done like 68 hours in the game. But yeah, we'll go at our pace. We'll go at our pace. I feel like if I don't, I won't be enjoying the game as much. Mike Northcote. Squares. In snow or asphalt? Interesting.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Yeah, got a bunch for combat there just because we used the sniper rifle. And a bit of stealth, though I don't feel like alerting people by using your sniper rifle was too much of stealth there.
And now we're finally connected to the chiral network. This should make our job so much easier. And to make your job easier, I've gone ahead and shared data for a suit I think you'll love. Oh, right. I also wanted to give you this as thanks.
What is that? Is that part of the... Oh, well, it's a knife. A boomerang. A blood boomerang. A thrown weapon loaded with Sam's blood. Oh, this is the weapon that you're going to be using against BTs now. And I am going to guess that they're going to send us towards a BT-infested area next.
Introducing the blood boomerang. Throw it properly and it'll come right back to your hand. It's a reusable weapon in that regard. Folds up nicely too, so it's quite easy to carry. You'll find it's especially effective against BTs, so give it a try against the next one.
Where's the pre-order bonus boomerang?
With your network, we should also be able to develop stronger measures to defend against belligerents, which we need since the brigands out west have rapidly improved their arsenal in recent days. Honestly, you couldn't have gotten here at a better time. Thanks be to you, we'll finally be able to focus on our research. As the chiral network has expanded, we're seeing more and more anomalies outside of the bounds of its coverage. This has led the brigands to conclude that the network itself is responsible for the worsening state of the world, which is why they're opposed to its expansion. But it's not like we can sit back and do nothing. If we don't try to improve things, humanity's doomed to go extinct.
Now, that's a statement right there. What sort of things are you monitoring here?
At this observatory, we focus on monitoring the behavior of tar currents. There's a patch of BT territory due north of here, and just beyond it is land that's currently being
Doomed.
consumed by tar. There's no telling when
You know exactly what they meant when they said Doom. They knew exactly what they were going for.
to the tar as well. So it's important that we contribute to the research and development of countermeasures while we can. Incidents of tar current instability have grown more frequent, but we haven't been able to determine much more than that thus far. Thanks to the chiral network, though, we expect we'll be able to improve our instrument accuracy.
Tell me about this blood boomerang.
After I moved to Australia, the locals learned me all the ins and outs of the boomerang. I then designed a new type that's effective against...
Yeah, come to think of it, it is a bit of a meme, or a bit of a stereotype to actually equate boomerangs with Australia. I feel like, yeah, even those earlier mascot games, if they had something like a kangaroo or were based on Australia, it usually had a boomerang.
BTs as well. You infuse it with Doom's blood before throwing it. The bigger the charge, the greater the potency. Naturally, most people would have to rely on blood bags sourced from donors, but since you have Doom's, you can also use your own blood on the spot. Unlike traditional firearms, it hardly makes noise. If your enemies don't actually see you throw it, they'll have a hard time finding you. That said, don't expect it to do too much damage to humans. Not unless you manage to hit them in just the right spot, at least.
I'm curious to try this thing out. You said the brigands have improved their arsenal. I mean, kinda, yeah. We've noticed them using, like, machine guns, and now they're even going out in vehicles to spy us out. And they do seem to have a lot more powerful weapons now as well.
One day they started sporting a whole lot more weaponry, including grenade launchers with custom tranquilizing gas rounds. Thing is, the brigands don't have a chiral printer at their base as far as we know. So, where'd they get all the new hardware all of a sudden? Kind of worrying, don't you think?
I'm gonna bank on that being something Higgs is up to. And even if the brigands won't trade with the preppers out here, nothing's really stopping them from trading with whatever organization Higgs is calling himself now. Alright, I'm gonna head out.
We appreciate the help. Best of luck to you, Sam. The tar currents are acting up again. Guess it's back to work for me. Let's both keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
That was excellent work, Sam. Thanks to you, the better part of the Western continent has access to our services. Now it's time for you to head north and continue to expand network coverage. It is imperative that you connect all of Australia, stabilizing the environment and eliminating the remaining anomalies. There will be challenges, of course, but I know you have what it takes to overcome them. I
You
expect more.
really are not doing anything to stop us of thinking of you as a villain, are you, Mr.
We
President?
believe that we finally determined the location of whatever's thrown the tar currents into chaos. The chiralium levels there are pretty high, though, and BTs are almost certain to be present as well. I hate to ask, but would you mind taking a look for us? It's close to your current position. I've sent you the coordinates.
I
We're
knew it.
counting on you, Sam.
The moment they gave us the blood boomerang, I knew we were going into a BT infested spot. Wait a minute. To cut their umbilical cord, this means that Corpus... Corpus, let me read you. Oh, so this is equivalent to the scissors we had in the Death Stranding 1, which was an incredibly easy way to get rid of the BTs as long as they didn't see you. But now we have a ranged option for this. Okay, now I'm very interested in using that. I have a bunch of blood bags equipped on me, but I might need... Actually, let me check my cargo here. We're probably going to need a bunch of blood grenades, just in case. Cargo management, sticky gun, bola gun. I mean, we're not lacking in them. But fabricating a level 2 one just as an extra would help here. And yeah, I'll recycle the ones that are almost empty and replace them with new ones. Hmm. Yeah, the decoy hollow grenade and the stealth hollow grenade, those were things that we could use, as well as the BT hollow grenade. But I ended up not using any of those. Let me also make a lightweight assault rifle here. One of you, where are my blood grenades? One of you. Some blood for ourselves. Okay, wait, I have to fabricate the boomerang as well, I think. No, wait, I got the boomerang. It's already on me. But in which category is it? Doesn't seem to be in weapons. And not in... Oh, right, it's throwable.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
Hey there!
You take care of yourself.
Let me put everything we don't need back in here. Then it's not going to be ruined by the rain. Also, let's recycle all the materials we picked up. There's a decoy hollow grenade in there as well. Bullet gun, lots of bullet guns. Share some of that cargo with other players. Pick up these lost packages as well. And we'll share a lot of this stuff. Probably need a few container repair space for myself. PCC, level 1. All these bowler guns. What of the assault rifles?
Thank you for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
Feels good.
Yeah, our next point is right where we kind of saw that human statue, and there's a large amount of tar that's coming out of there. It's not going to be safe. There is a time for shelter here. I'm going to store the pickup truck under the shelter so that it's not going to rust due to the rain. And then we'll see if we can try crossing here. I'd like you to build something that will allow you to get across the terrain. Do I want to build a bridge over here? I feel like that would be a bad idea. I do have... How much do I need to build a bridge anyway? Let's pick out that PCC from cargo. I need 600 materials. 600 metals or 800 metals, depending on the length. We have enough in this facility. Yeah, a lot of Death Stranding is just you preparing for your eventual trip, and the better you prepare, the easier it becomes. Which is why I'm trying to make sure we have enough of a resource before we leave. No, I'm emptying the entire stock over here. Oh, let's not do that. I'll take 600 and not 800. Let me also save, because it's very likely that this is a boss battle that they're going to be putting us into. Do your thing, Mr. Bridges. That's indeed what we're going to be doing. We'll be doing our thing as soon as I store this under the timefall shelter. Whoa. Even the timefall shelter is swaying.
Okay. This one's for you. Give me a hand. Thank you, kindly.
Interesting choice of music on that. With the rain around. Yeah, whoever built that knew exactly what they were doing. Where is our floating carrier? Do I want to bring the additional weapons just in case? You know what? Yeah, sure, why not? Because we'll be walking from this point. And I'll be honest, that this song has actually kind of been stuck on my head ever since they kind of I heard it in the game. Are we seeing the Gatequake region? This is a new thing for me. Destroyed. Damage structure info. Oh, I get it. So now, because of the tar current, each and every structure around here is being damaged. I can provide emergency support to it with chiral crystals, which I should probably be doing. Considering that these are pretty useful. It's so dark you can barely see where you're going. Nothing's coming down at us. We are a bit far from any mountains and any rolling boulders. You can actually see now. Very few games actually have earthquakes as part of a mechanic, right? The only other game I can think of is Disaster Report, which is specifically based on disasters. Obstacle detected, steep slope detected. Oh, whoa. Can I even build anything here? Doesn't seem like it. I was gonna build a bridge, but it doesn't seem like we have the capability to do. Oh, so I just realized I completely forgot to bring my container repair sprays. So let's run back real quick. The Disaster Report games are pretty good, to be honest. I think it's the same thing as Death Stranding, right? It has a very different gameplay loop, which makes it interesting. Yeah, where are my container repair sprays? There we go. Load it onto the carrier. The one I played was definitely on PS2, but I believe there was one for the PSP as well, I think. I feel like there was. Alright, let's not tire Sam out because we are very likely heading into a boss battle. Unfortunately, I can't build a bridge here because it's a little too sloped on either side. And I didn't bring enough materials to build a longer bridge. Wait, what is that? What's with the creepy noises? This is a bit different than our usual hauntings. Well, I can cross over thanks to this ladder, but... Whoa, Sam, on the ladder, please. Wait a minute, I can build a bridge over here. It's not the most ideal place, but it's not as steep, just a lot of rocks though. Reserved for the DS3 Magellan? The DS3 Magellan is gonna be here, I didn't even know. There is a little area that I can build a bridge on, but you know what, let's just keep it. Let's just cross with the ladder for now. I'll play around with this area a bit more, because I feel like with a bit of smart positioning, we can build a bridge right in the middle there. Sam, get on the ladder, Sam. Thank you. He actually fell off. It's pretty rough seas too. If we get caught in the red, we'll be swept along, so let's hope we can get on to the ladder properly. Speaking of properly, let's bind this as well. Because the last thing we need is for it to be swept away. Let me get our blood boomerang out as well. We're probably gonna have to use this soon. A little closer and BDs are gonna be popping up any second on the order deck. Or not. Weird. Fish. Of course it's fish. There's probably a giant whale in there too.
PC doesn't.
What? Oh, is this a Sam clone? It's a bit slow in following, though.
Look
No.
out!
Yeah, can't say that was not unexpected, but yes. Fireworks. Oh, it's like Cliff. Back in Death Stranding 1. Let me lower the audio just slightly. These must be the human BTs in this game. Oh, right. Wait, why is he bound? No, never mind. I thought this was... There was, I believe it, in the trailer, someone who had the same design as Snake. It might be this guy, just with his face covered, right? Oh yeah, it is him. Just without the bandana. The new character, the new Cliff, I guess. Honda NSR. Oh, there we go. There's the bandana. Holy cow! That framing with all the particle effects in the back. That looks amazing. I hope my PlayStation won't explode from this conflagration. Very Day of the Dead themed. Oh wow, this looks amazing. Wow, we are actually playing this sequence and it's running very smoothly. All my equipment here. Yeah, I'm glad I brought the extra weapons. I was expecting a BT fight, which was why I got a lot of the blood grenades. I was not expecting a human fight, that's for sure.
Let's get a move on.
Yeah, let's just have the assault rifle on the tool deck just in case. If it's anything like Cliff, we're probably gonna have to deal with these guys. But oh my god, oh, it looks so good. Wow. I am flabbergasted with just, you know what? I need to take a picture of this. How do I do that again? There we go. I might even take a look at it and see how they're doing the particle effects, but this looks amazing, right? Let's first start with the frame, because that's usually a cinematic frame. Just how everything's been reflected in it and all. I don't even need to do much of a composition for this, because the colors and everything is just great. Did I want to win yet? Yeah, that looks slightly nicer. Yeah, I was not expecting. As someone who plays on console, it's very rare for me to expect graphics that looks great, right? I'm not much of a graphics guy, but when it looks as good as this and is running relatively smoothly.
Where are we?
That was a good question, Sam. Dollman, not Sam. It's not only the fireworks that we have to be careful of, it's a fire here too.
Spirits of the dead are close.
This might be related to the vision we saw with the BB connection. There was a fire happening in one of those. It happened while I was doing off stream, so not entirely sure you all saw it, but the last time we connected to a BB,
It's not safe.
the last time we connected to BB, it did feel as if something weird was going on. Like there was a fire going on, and this might be that actually happening. Unfortunately, I didn't bring a tar cannon either, but the game has very generously provided me with one. It is speaking in another language. There's an assault rifle too. Yeah, okay, we're definitely in for a bit of a fight here.
They're not human. Don't underestimate them.
Can we actually avoid them? Don't want to go into a gunfight. We don't need to. I think if I waste too much time here, they might catch up to me as well. I was hoping to deploy this, but can't. Hopefully we don't run out of tar before we make it through the fire. Oh, I can deploy it here. Nice. We can restock on our water / tar. Make sure it's full before we move, just in case. I don't know who these guys are, but if it's anything like the Death Stranding before, it's better to avoid them if we can. Though I feel like we're kind of missing a huge story sequence. But it does feel like the game intends for me to go up here. Whoa. There are more enemies around here. Yeah, the other deck is kind of sensing them. I can't see them, but they are there. Need to find another way around. Oh, do they actually see me? I feel like they do. Wrong weapon. Not a lot of cover here, Sam. Glad we got the extra blood bags. Yeah, where am I being shot from? I can't even tell, genuinely. There's one more enemy on top of that bridge. Don't have a good angle on him. Warrior shotgun. It's a new one. You might have lost track of me. Yeah, he did. They always do like a really good job with these sequences. And this looks even better than the first one. I'm really loving the fireworks effects. That framing. It's not a Kojima game if it doesn't have a cinematic moment like this. Yeah, so just to clarify for anyone who's watching, for the most part of the game, when we come across spirits or BTs, beach things, as in spirits of the dead which are stuck on this side, they are usually not strong enough to completely cross over, but occasionally there are spirits which are tethered due to a very strong emotional connection to the living in a more permanent state. And what you're kind of seeing here is what I believe the fan base calls a human BT, where their emotions are so high, or usually negative emotions, right, are so enhanced that they are capable of retaining the intelligence and form they originally had when they were alive. And it was a bit of a thing in the original Death Stranding where Sam's father unexpectedly kept trying to find him because he died while trying to search for Sam. So his spirit came back in Death Stranding 1 to keep searching for him. But the spirit didn't recognize the fact that Sam had grown up, and so they both kept fighting for the longest of time. Jesus.
Wait, are they trying to lay a trap for us? Northern is reacting to something. We should keep an eye on it and proceed with caution.
We're probably trying to make Sam as light as possible in this situation. Yeah, let's place the tar cannon on the carrier. I'll take the other weapons on hand just in case, because we'll be swapping them as we go along. And optimize our cargo so that we're not going to fall over. Not exactly sure how we should be dealing with this. It's so rare in this game to be running inside a building. Well, if they were trying to set an ambush for us, we managed to circumvent it. But I kind of feel like the game actually wants me to defeat them. Thankfully, none of them are seeing me. Though I kind of feel like I'm making a lot of noise here. With the carrier and all. I'm hoping that this is a sniper rifle. That's it, the warrior assault rifle. But it gives us a good, clear sight line onto each and every one of these guys.
There's too many. You can't handle them all by yourself. But maybe you could split them up. Take them one by one.
Oh, I actually had a good... Oh, come on, Sam. Start shooting. Sit, Sam. What? Okay, you know what? That was... Oh, I'm so sorry, BB. Not the ideal time for this, but we'll check on you. I feel like they might be closing in if I waste too much time, though. Oh wow, I dropped everything on this. So let's detach our carrier for now. And just put everything on the back. So since they don't seem to be moving towards me, let me very quickly take a look at BB Lou and take care of her for a bit. And you can tell that Sam is kind of tense because when Sam is in a dangerous situation, it becomes a bit more difficult to suit Lou as well. Like, his movements are a lot more jerky. But I'll try to put Lou in the best mood possible here before we go engage them. That would have been the smarter play. Yikes. Yeah, they were trying to catch up to me. It's really the grenades that are throwing me off. That assault rifles about out. We'll offload that. Let's pick up our lightweight assault rifle.
Escape, Sam. Up into that tower.
You mean right here? Wow. Oh my god, there's a suicide bomber here. Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, he disappeared. Yeah, I'm in a bit of trouble here.
Too quick. Must have gone up to the roof.
Are we following them? Because we are in a bad shape. Oh man. I should have gone in with a lot lighter piece of equipment here. Let me also very quickly unload anything that we don't need. You know what, let's get rid of the assault rifle that I used, as well as the shotgun that was almost out, including all the blood bags here, because it's just going to be taking up space. No need for the tar cannon or the container repair spring. You know, it was not my intention to put them on that, but we'll go with it. Sure, why not? And just put all the stuff that I don't need right now into that. Let's use the warrior shotgun, because I feel like I'm engaging these guys in a bit of close range. Where is he? Dollman said he went to the roof. Yeah, this is what happens when you are not fully ready for whatever the game's throwing at you. Because if I came here on a lot more lighter of a budget, I'd be a lot more flexible in dealing with these guys. Or if you had stuff like smoke grenades or hollow grenades. Dollman said he went to the roof. Oh, he's over there somewhere. There we go. They don't see me. And there's only 2 of them. It might even be possible for me to sneak up on them and take care of one of them at least. It's stealth. Or maybe not. They're actually pretty smart. They're sort of looking at where I am. Where even is this guy? How is he on that floor? How do I even reach him? Oh, who in tarnation spotted me? Where did you even appear from? Oh my god. Oh, there's actually 3 people here. Not 2. Wow, okay. We need a new weapon. I'm surviving due to the many blood bags I had on hand. Looks like they've relocated again. Oh right, they are still spirits. I should be using my blood grenades against them. I completely forgot. Oh, you're over there. Oh, your squad is actually coming back. No matter how many times I kill you. What the heck? Is BB okay? Not the most ideal place to have a baby in the middle of a war zone. They're underneath the structure this time. Oh, wow, okay. I wondered, the world that you usually inhabit of the spirit or the human BT usually reflects a circumstance they went through, and we saw a fire happen in a vision, so it's likely that a fireworks torched this guy's town. Hey, you are beyond my range. I can't even see you on the scanner. And we don't have a really good way of getting on top of the scaffolding over here. I could jump. Bit risky though. Interesting choice of music as well. What? It... Oh, there he is. The rest of his squad is actually not around. He's just waiting around there. It might be our final encounter here for the moment. Just because he can't see us, we've had a bit of an advantage. I'm out of ammo in this weapon though. Let me very quickly actually throw a blood grenade at this guy. And then shift to our weapon. Oh, he moved. Quarter decks pointing that way. As long as I keep hidden from him, we do have a bit of an advantage. No. Okay, there we go. He's searching for me, but he doesn't quite know where I am just yet. And I don't have an angle on him. Ow. I wasn't watching where I was going. Sorry, Lou. Give me a sec. You're going through a lot, I know. Dealing with a baby in the middle of a war zone? Not the most ideal situation to be in. I'll put you up to the middle. And then we'll make sure I don't lose track of whoever this guy is. In the middle of a fire, blending in very well. Now, if you go up again, we'd have an angle, so it's very, very quickly. I'm probably just overthinking this. It's on this difficulty, it's nowhere gonna be this hard. Though I'm surviving mainly due to the fact that I have a lot of blood bags. The other way, not this way. I still see you, Cliff 2.0. And I feel like if I go on this way, he'll see me as well. really getting a good angle right now. Surprisingly, the AI is not moving, and I wonder if it's because I'm playing on normal. More experienced Metal Gear players probably are having a field day with me just running around so complacently. Yeah, last time we tried the blood grenades, and ideally I kind of want to try this again. Yeah, because shooting through the blood makes the bullets a lot stronger against spirits. Although he kind of teleported in the middle there. Oh, Sam is looking terrible.
Did he say Nirvana? Is he implying this is some sort of realm for the enlightened?
You're right.
Lots of falling rubble here, Sam. Definitely not what I was expecting from that sequence.
Her, isn't it? The girl from before? I have no idea what just happened, but we should probably take her back to the DHV Magellan, hmm?
Yeah, I took like 223% damage there. No wonder I got an A rank. It's still got an A rank with 222% damage. Did he just say Nirvana?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Episode 6. Oh, a very short episode for once. Now don't worry, we'll go back to side questing soon. This, I believe, is the character that's being played by Ellie Fanning. Are those suckers? They are. They're kind of like octopus suckers. Well, that was some imagery, that's for sure.
How's it going, Sam? You look better already. That's a relief. While you were recovering, we managed to learn a few things about our mystery girl. When you feel up to it, come to the room next door. Don't push yourself. Take your time.
Alright, let's restock on our food and our blood here. Oh, Sam went for the green one this time. Very crunchy, I assure you. Yeah, we're just restocking on our stamina and health. We also check on Lou because he kind of went through some trouble there.
That's right, just sleep.
Yeah, you can see that in this motion, Sam is a lot more calmer in how he's handling Lou. But when he's stressed, his movements are a lot more violent and janky. Just gonna wait till Lou gives us a thumbs up. There we go. What does Dollman have to say?
Are you sure you're all right, Sam? I did notice that you were tossing and turning in your sleep.
Considering what we just went through, tossing and turning is the least of our problems.
And I'm still not sure what to make of the girl we found in that other place. Why don't we do as Fragile suggested and visit her in the next room?
Yeah, but after we take a shower, right? And maybe even read a book. A little light reading before we do the story again.
The gathering of storytellers that spawned Mary Shelley's Frankenstein gave rise to yet another legendary creature of horror fiction. I speak, of course, of the vampire. A physician named Polidori was also in attendance that evening, and he later unveiled his creation in a new novel. As I may have mentioned before, the summer of that year was unusually cold. In Europe alone, 200,000 people are said to have perished as a result. Could it be that a widespread fear that the world might be coming to an end served as inspiration for two classic monsters? I find it a compelling theory.
Bellman, you're speaking right up my alley. But yeah, let's do the next story segment, and I'll actually call it after we find out what's happening with that girl we just rescued. Unidentified cargo was spotted in the area where the tar started sprouting. It wasn't there before and was immediately swiped by the brigands. They either got very lucky or they know something we don't. This affects everyone, but I believe we can rely on Drawbridge for help. They even sent the brigands surrounding the facility packing. We'd be lost without Drawbridge. They took out this giant mech that just showed up. They put out the bushfire over here too. No one else could have done that, yeah. He was probably telling me to deal with the brigands nearby. But let's take a look at the story. The story first, right? I'll call it after this little sequence.
You're okay. Come on. Careful, careful,
Come on.
careful.
Come down.
You got it? Thanks.
This is what happens when she has nightmares, it seems.
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies.
Hey, is your wrist gonna be okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from a medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the chrysaloid shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tar-like fluid that came pouring out of it. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I'd call them. Much closer to a chiral rash, I would say.
Chiral rash. Doom sufferers are known to react to chiral density by involuntarily crying or developing goosebumps that may break out in a chiral rash. Yeah, we kind of saw this in Death Stranding 1, where if a BT got too close to Sam, he would break out in rashes. Ordinarily, goosebumps are triggered in reaction to cold temperatures and psychological stresses such as fear or surprise. Chiral allergic reactions, however, occur as a result of Doom sufferers' sensitivity to the world of the dead.
Know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps? It's like that, except a fair bit worse. The tar-like secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
We suspect she has dooms too.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind to come here. The fellow we saw called it Nirvana, I believe. But to me, it looked like the land of the dead.
Even so, she's a living human being. And I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Did she tell you her name?
It doesn't seem like she has one. As far as I could tell. So, I named her myself. Tomorrow.
Her name's Tomorrow?
Sam, it's Charlie. We've recently received a report of brigands engaging in suspicious activity to the west. I'm sure you'd like to push on, but I don't think we can afford to ignore this. Please access the DHB Magellan's delivery terminal to undertake this main order.
Yeah, that's probably something that we're going to be doing tomorrow if I have time. But today I will call it. It's 11 p.m. and it's better to just call it early. Like get a good night's rest for once. Rainy happy about how her rain is affecting the Environmental Observatory. Customize the customer backpack. Yep. I suppose Dahlman has anything to say before we leave for the night.
Tomorrow, a mysterious young woman from the world of the dead. I hope she makes a swift recovery. I just can't stop thinking about that place. It was filled with the spirits of the dead, a vast number, beyond counting. And the man who attacked us without any explanation. I don't have any idea who he is. Do you?
I do not.
It was a place that belonged to the dead. And while we were trapped there, only a scant few seconds seemed to have passed here. It's like the beach in that regard. Time flows differently there, relative to how it does in our world. Those battlefields you once journeyed to were also pockets of reality outside of ours. But this was different. Perhaps we'll be able to understand it better if we ever get the chance to go there again. Which isn't to say that I want to go back.
Fair enough. But yeah, I'm gonna call it for today. I'm gonna make a quick save here. If anyone's watching, stay safe and good night. We'll do a quick save, and I will go turn in and get some early rest. Well, it's not early considering it's 11 p.m., but a lot earlier than the last 2 days where I've been sleeping at around 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. Good night, everyone. Here's Mikh'a, signing off.